Whether we like it or not, football has turned into business. Bookkeeping is now as important as scoring goals, and transfer policy may lead a club to a triumph if done right, or to bankruptcy if done wrong. And like in any other kind of business, mistakes do happen. We're about to tell you 10 stories about footballers who should have been sold by their clubs, yet they were not. These clubs could have earned some decent money, but they decided to keep the players and as a result got nothing for them. But before we go on, today's question is, which one of these clubs Andrea Pirlo used to play for? Inter, Atalanta, Sampdoria. David Alaba. We don't often pay too much attention to centre-backs transfers, but David Alaba's move to Real Madrid from Bayern is surely a very notable one. It does have quite a backstory. Bayern were about to offer David a new 4-year contract with a salary of 17 million euros per year. Even though there are only 2 Bayern players who earn more, Lewandowski and Neuer, Alaba, along with his agent Pini Zahavi, wanted to become the highest-paid Bayern footballer and demanded a 5-year contract and 20 million per year, twice the salary he was earning. That story led to quite a controversy and went into the public domain. The Bayern board blamed Zahavi and his greed. Alaba blamed the board for not giving him the desired contract. No agreement was meant to be found, so David Alaba moved to Real Madrid as a free agent. That was a huge loss for Bayern, as there was always transfer interest in the defender. In 2016, they turned down a 50 million offer from Real Madrid, and in 2018, another big one from Barcelona was rejected. But on the other hand, David Alaba did help Bayern win quite a number of trophies, so we can conclude that was an unlucky set of circumstances overlooked by Bayern Munich. Adrien Rabiot. Adrian's case is a unique one. He didn't play and didn't even train for half a year after he rejected a contract offer from his club. His mother, Veronica, was sure that her boy was being underpaid, and she was the reason Adrian had to spend half a year out of football. But money-wise, it was the right thing to do, as Juventus offered Rabiot a hefty contract with a salary of 7 million per year, as well as the signing bonus of 10 million euros. Seems like PSG should have sold Rabiot while there were clubs willing to buy the young midfielder and get some money instead of problems. Samuel Umtiti. Some Barca fans may still be hopeful about Umtiti, but surely Xavi has a long way to go if he wants to relaunch the Frenchman's career. It all went wrong for him in summer 2018, as Samuel decided not to undergo a surgery recommended by Barca to play at the World Cup. He did play and even scored an important goal against Belgium in the semi-final, but that was when his career pretty much ended. The injury became chronic. Barca would love him to leave, but no club is willing to make a move for Samuel, even for free. No one wants to risk. Before the injury, however, there were many offers. A 60 million Chelsea offer in 2018 and another one from Man United in 2019 worth 50 million. But they were turned down by Barca. We can only imagine how much they regret it now. Andrea Belotti. Not the biggest of names, but this story just has to be told. Andrea Belotti got himself noticed in the 2016-17 season as he scored 26 goals as a Torino player, which made him the third best Serie A goalscorer. Obviously, Torino received a huge number of transfer offers in summer 2017. Milan's offer was 75 million euros plus Niang. Monaco were ready to pay the same money. There was also Chelsea. It was believed the Blues were about to make a 100 million offer. The thought of a 100 million euros drove the Torino president mad, as that was the only price he was ready to sell the striker for. And that was a big mistake. Next season, Andrea scored only 10 Serie A goals, and even West Ham found 45 million euros too much for him. Torino's current financial situation is a grave one. Though they managed to stay in Serie A, they need money desperately. As for Belotti, the former star's stats, 15 goals in a year and a half, simply don't attract big clubs anymore. Jack Wilshere. There was a time when Arsenal was famous for its young players, but these youngsters were not planning to stay. They wanted to join bigger clubs to win silverware. That was the reason why the likes of Fabregas, Nasri and Van Persie left Arsenal. But these players brought the club some decent money at least. Unlike Wilshere, the young English talent resembled Xavi, as at the age of 20 he was bossing the midfield and showing solid and mature football. He was destined for glory, but his injury proneness left him no chance. Jack was not only a technically gifted player, but also the one with a spirit. He never shied away from tackles, and that led to a number of nasty injuries by the age of 25. Now he's 29. He is a free agent who's struggling to find a new club. But in 2015, Arsenal rejected a 40 million Manchester City offer, just like they had turned down the offers from Barcelona and Chelsea before. And what happened next is that Jack Wilshere was first loaned out and then left the club for free at the age of 26. There was another midfielder Arsenal got robbed of. Aaron Ramsey was worth 40 million at the moment he joined Juventus as a free agent. Arsenal simply didn't offer him a contract. Unai Emery, the head coach, didn't need a player. Another reason was lack of money. The Gunners had to spend too much on Aubameyang and Lacazette. Though Aaron Ramsey failed to become an important player for Juventus, he was a real world-class player while at Arsenal, meant to play in a top team. Dele Alli. Dele Alli will surely be number one as soon as there's a video about gamers in football. His girlfriend left him because he was playing Fortnite too much. That says a lot. Dele's attitude and his love for video games. These are the two reasons that made his career go downhill, though Mourinho and Nuno did try to give him a fresh start. Now it's Conte's turn to try. Can he make it? That's a question. Not so long ago, the Englishman was an absolute world class, and Chelsea and Barcelona were willing to pay 100 million euros for Dele. There were also rumors about Real Madrid's interest, yet another 100 million offer. But that's not how you buy a player from Daniel Levy. The Tottenham's boss's decision was firm, 120 million euros, no less, but no buyer was found, and that turned out to be a terribly wrong move, because Dele's downfall started pretty soon. Last summer, Tottenham tried to sell Ali for 30 million, but no one wanted him even for such a price. A perfect example of poor transfer policy that cost the club millions. Kaká. Now for some big fish, the legend himself, Kaká. To be honest, 68 million euros Real Madrid paid for him is not that much. Manchester City were ready to spend 100 million euros on the Brazilian, but Kaká didn't want to go to England. He should have probably. He chose Madrid, and once he moved there, it all went wrong. It was not only about injuries, but also about the managers who were unable to find a place for both Kaká and Ronaldo, without damaging the team's defense. Once Mourinho took over, he made the decision. Cristiano Ronaldo was the only one free of defensive duties. Kaká was used to playing different football with much more freedom, so no wonder he terminated his contract, moved back to Milan, and after a year made his return to Brazil. It's not like there were conflicts between Kaká and Mourinho, but they weren't on good terms either. The Brazilian clearly lacked playing time, and though there were offers, Mourinho turned them down. AC Milan and Manchester United were the clubs interested in signing Kaká. There was another club, Rubin Kazan. The Russian team made a 45 million offer. Would have been interesting to see Kaká in Russia, not gonna lie. Why were the offers rejected? The thing is, Jose did not want to let him go, as he was afraid Kaká would have shown again, giving him a bad name. Mourinho wanted Kaká to move to Russia or China, but Kaká did not. That's how it was. Andrea Pirlo. Pirlo said that Milan would regret letting him go, and he was right. He joined Juventus and led his new team to Serie A trophies as well as some other ones, 8 trophies in total in 4 years. That's only one less title he had won with Milan in 10 years. It was Juve to help Pirlo establish himself as a football star, while Rossoneri started their decline once Andrea left. What is more, Milan let their genius go as a free agent, after the biggest clubs had been following him for years. How did it happen? As funny as it seems, the Milan board did not expect the 32-year-old midfielder to be useful for the club. That's what Pirlo recalls. Allegri wanted to place Ambrosini or Van Bommel in front of the defense, and I have to change role. I said no thanks. Milan decided that others were serving more. I quickly realized this during the interview. In 3 years, however, Pirlo reunited with Allegri at Juventus. That was Andrea's last season for Juve. He helped the new coach win his first Scudetto with the new club and then left for the USA to make money. The true genius. Gianluigi Donnarumma. Quite a nasty story for all the sides. It all started in 2017 as Donnarumma, aged 18, was about to sign a new contract with Milan, but his agent was none other than Mino Raiola, the most notorious one. So it began. Gigi was being abused in social media and got a nickname Dollaruma. The keeper cried on the pitch, cried in the locker room, but he kept going and kept proving his enormous talent. At the same time, the transfer offers kept coming, but Milan were sure they could find an agreement with Raiola. Easier said than done. Mino was bluffing with 10 million offers and demanded the same salary for his client as well as the 20 million bonus for himself. Milan did not agree and bought a new keeper, Mike Maignan from Lille. It came as a shock for Donnarumma, so he left for PSG as a free agent. The most valuable keeper as per transfer market, aged only 22, left for free. That's something you won't see often. Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski is likely to go down in history as a Bayern striker. His greatness seems to have outshone that story of him parting ways with Borussia. But it was the team to make a monster out of him. The diet from his wife and of course Jurgen Klopp as a manager helped him grow into a player capable of scoring 4 against Real Madrid. They expected Robert to leave, of course. Many could have guessed his destination, but Lewandowski did it in the most selfish way, as if he didn't care about his club at all. It was a common story for Dortmund to sell their leaders to Bayern, but Mario Götze and Mats Hummels at least brought the BVB some big money, while Lewandowski refused to sign a new contract and left for free. It was a huge blow for Borussia. They did hope he would sign the contract to gain something from selling him, as surely there were offers. It's hard to blame Robert. After all, he did the right thing for him and his career. But that was something the Borussia fans won't soon forget. And are there any other players who should have been sold way earlier? Let us know in the comments. See you soon!